open? Whoever had it open?
Dit. Kan je dat ergens op
Okay,
opstaan?
for the ones who still have it, for the ones who still have it opened, engage speech in a second is the last question. You can gain 150 points for that question. Okay. So it might be the winner after all, we don't know. So right now we are in Hyde Park at Speaker's Court. What do you do in this court? You? Speaker's Court? What do you do? Yes, you speak, right? Here you can have freedom of speech, you can hold open debates or hold conversations without any repercussions. Okay? So now Geert will do a demonstration of a speech and listen carefully because you can gain points for this. Yeah?
What he's going to tell you in the speech is the question you need to answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, gather around because I have a story to tell. Picture this. The scariest moment you have ever faced. What is the worst thing that you can imagine happening to you? Well, once I heard someone say getting married. Not sure about that. But back in 1984, the New York Times, the newspaper, they ran an article on social anxiety. And they did a survey. A survey where they asked one question. And that question was, what is your world's biggest fear? What is your world's biggest fear? And when they asked that question, they were pretty sure about the top answer. Because what is the worst thing that can ever happen to a human being? Dying. Yes, of course. But to their surprise, that was not the top answer. It was actually answer number 3. And once, maybe 10 years ago, I read a book on social networking that was titled, and that came third. And that referred to the exact same survey. So on number 3, that. Number 2, speaking in public. Some people are afraid to speak in public. But what was the top answer, the number 1 answer? Walking into a room full of strangers. And whenever I mention this answer, I see half of the people a little bit surprised, while the other half have something like, yeah, I might recognize this. Because even today, 40 years later, 50% of all people still wrestle with this fear. It holds them back. We call these people introverts. Now let's debunk a myth about introverts. They are not just shy people blending into the background, blending into the crowd. Some people believe that, but it's not true. Many of them can even become public speakers. Surprising, right? Now take me for an example. I'm standing here speaking to a crowd. I can confidently address a crowd of hundreds, sharing my passions, sharing my tips. But drop me into a room full of strangers, in a bar for example, and I'd rather die than strike up a conversation. Now here's the deal. In today's world, starting conversations is key. You will need it in your personal and your professional life. whether you're employed or self-employed. It's how you connect, it's how you collaborate, and even find business partners. It's even how you find life partners. Introverts thrive in written conversations. Give them a text or a WhatsApp message any day over a phone call. But in social environments, they struggle. They might need a little push, some encouragement, a nudge, a conversation starter. So let's be that spark. Welcome introverts into the world. Inspire them to embrace their potential. Thank you for listening. My name is Geert Conard.